As a Sonoma artist, I want us to work together to ensure that kindness, compassion, and art are woven throughout the fabric of this great community. Kindness and compassion start with early education, especially art education, and a recent Brookings Institute study showed that where there was significant investment in art, writing scores went up, disciplinary problems went down, and kids' ability for compassion was increased significantly. As a child, I was lucky. Art was part of my everyday life with a family full of artists. I wanted to become an artist myself, but was lured away to start one of the first woman-owned high-tech PR firms in a pretty exciting Silicon Valley. But art gnawed at me for years. A photography course changed the way I saw things. My husband Russ's business travels as a writer, photographer, and filmmaker took us to many places that would become subjects of my paintings. Eventually, I wound down my business and began to learn the finer points of painting through another Sonoma treasure artist, Chester Arnold. He was head of fine arts at College of Marin, and there I learned to explore and learned about materials and methods. We even copied masters. But my greatest inspiration came from moving to Sonoma. Sonoma is an extraordinary place filled with caring people and beautiful scenes, wineries, history, farmers markets. These scenes chose me, and I simply had to paint them. But there was something else that moved me profoundly. You see, when I moved to Sonoma, I really didn't know anything about nonprofits. A childhood friend of mine, who was already living here, took me to Impact 100 Sonoma, and there I learned about many nonprofits in Sonoma Valley. Another friend of mine introduced me to the Sonoma Plein Air Foundation. They have a festival every year on the Sonoma Plaza, where more than 30 world-class artists come to paint in San Francisco, Marin, and Sonoma, and then at the end of the week, they put these paintings up in Sonoma Plaza and they sell them. They've raised $1.7 million for Sonoma Valley schools and organizations in the past 20 years. My own beginning making art for good started with the Olive Festival poster in 2015. The landscapes of the Sonoma Land Trust called to me, and I arranged a collaboration for Sonoma plein air painters to paint on land protected by the Land Trust. I painted the cowboy cab boot image for Teen Services. I created the concept of the Tree of Possibilities, a kinetic sculpture on Highway 12 representing Teen Services micro-businesses, Operation Bicycle, and the Lovin' Oven. It was executed by local artist Marty Munson with local teens who learned metalsmithing and welding. Our Sonoma Valley Museum of Art continues to be a tremendous resource to schools and teachers, with free admission to people under 18. The museum works with the City Council to present free, widely accessible public art, and it reflects the spirit of our community with shows such as the 2018 From Fire, Love Rises, featuring new works from artists, some who had lost everything in the Sonoma fires. Our community is filled with art and hope and strength. We know what art can inspire. And in the darkest of times of the pandemic, 3-foot-wide painted wooden hearts with messages of love sprung up around homes, businesses, and our great plaza. So what can you do? If you're already involved with nonprofits and know someone who isn't, take them by the hand and introduce them. Make art. Try taking a class at the Sonoma Community Center, at our museum, at Artiscape. There are plenty of places to learn. Buy local art. And then, if you really don't think you're an artist, there are other talents we can use. Marketing, accounting, heavy lifting, driving, all of those help. And vote. Make it a commitment to vote for candidates who support safety, safe places for people to be creative, people of all ages, free from weapons and words of hate. We can weave art throughout so many aspects of our Sonoma life. And wouldn't it be nice if we put art right up there with our colorful history and our fine wines? Art, wine, history. That sounds really good. Let's do this together.